Hi everybody, it's me, Lagar Laxon, also known as Chino and Artie. I'm making a video rant about Mortal Kombat 3. Yes, Mortal Kombat 3. I know I already made a review about the PC version, but I gotta talk about it. It was the worst sequel out of the Mortal Kombat saga. I mean, if they came out with Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 and just call it MK3, that would have been the best way. Why do I have to say that this is a better sequel than this sequel from that? You know what I mean? I mean, it's very hard to compare. I mean, this is the final updated version of the legacy of the digitized sprites of Mortal Kombat. But about this game, one, when this game came out, there was nothing new. Okay, in the arcades, I remember when I played in the arcades, I was like, why is this game boring? It was not as, it didn't have that sparkle that I had an impact on Mortal Kombat 2. One, the combo system, that was nothing new. Okay, that was the combo system, the rapid button pressing. Those combos are basically railed, and I played Killer Instinct before, so that was nothing new to me. The run button too, that's nothing new. The main antagonist of the character, the main bad guy, is not new. I mean, you got Motaro as the mid boss, but he's so easy to kill, not like Kintaro. You got Shao Kahn again, and they took off all the best elements what Mortal Kombat 2 had to offer that didn't follow up on the sequel. One, where are the ninjas? Yes, I gotta say, where are the ninjas? When I say ninjas, there are no masked ninjas on their character rosters. Okay, there is no Scorpion. Why would they do this? There's no Scorpion. They got Cyrax. Yeah, he can do that get over here kind of thing with his net, but they got Sector, but there's no masked ninjas. Okay, there's no Kitana. They brought back Sonya Blade, yes, but Liu Kang is a forgettable character by his looks because that's not the Liu Kang we know. His sound effects is there, but he looks more skinnier. And yeah, this was not a good sequel when it came out. I remember when it came out in the arcades. The first time I played this Mortal Kombat 3 was in Las Vegas. I went there on a vacation, and I got bored with it. Like, within the first 20 minutes of first gameplay. And it was not fun. It was... I mean, you can disagree with me saying that, hey, they like Mortal Kombat 3, but no. There was Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. I wish Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 was the final product. And that would have made it a true Mortal Kombat game. Okay? They had, what do you call it? Released Mortal Kombat Collection. I have that on my Steam account. Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and then Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. So, they had to really try to push this title away. They had to get rid of it somehow, because they got to update it. So, they updated it with Mortal Kombat Trilogy as the final product of everything, What really, I didn't like is one is the Johnny Cage that killed him off. He was my favorite character, the man with the glasses, with the flare that killed off the comedian character, Jean-Claude Van Damme. He was the guy. I mean, and when Mortal Kombat Trilogy came out, it's not really easy for the new actor, Chris Anderson. I forgot his name, but he's actually the only new sprite that you'll get out of the trilogy. The next part, he doesn't have the split punch. The reason why he doesn't have the split punch is that there is no rendered of any actors on this game, on Mortal Kombat 3, or Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, getting hit in the nuts. So, that's the reason why, now you know the behind the scene, why Johnny Cage was not able to do the split kicks anymore in Mortal Kombat Trilogy, is because they don't have the previous sprites of any characters getting punched in the nuts. And then, the next part is, when this game came out, it was immediately, they had to release it on home, for the home consoles. Yes, they got to release it for the home console. It came out on Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, PlayStation, PC, of course, and it was not a good port. There was no true way of playing Mortal Kombat 3 unless you have the PC version. I have the DOS version. When you play the Windows version, it's actually a port version of the PlayStation 1. It's the same menus and it's cut down graphics. If you're going to play it like almost arcade perfect, you got to play it PlayStation 1 if you're going to play it for your house. There's only one problem. You cannot... Shang Tsung is not really in the random... you cannot randomly swap characters while doing gameplay because the game will pause on you. Because due to the PlayStation 1 hardware, it lacks that much RAM that can be loaded in. So it only has 2 megabytes of RAM. So just telling you guys, this is the worst Mortal Kombat sequel I've ever played. The updated version should have been the final product. If they gave it a little more time, it would have been better. But they were rushing it. And also when the trilogy came out, yes, it was great to play it on the PlayStation 1, but for N64, it's already an outdated graphics to me. It was not a good way to play it. And also due to the storage of the cartridge, they cut down their characters. When you get the trilogy, you get more characters. You know, you can fit more. You can get so much out of it. But when you're playing the N64 version, they had to cut down the character rosters, and you don't even get Kintaro. It's not the real Mortal Kombat trilogy game is to play for the Sega Saturn, PlayStation 1, or the PC. Yes, and the cool part about the PC, you get the Windows and DOS version. And the DOS version is more faster than the Windows version. I gotta say that. And looking at this is the worst. I mean, they really don't wanna. They don't really promote Mortal Kombat 3 this copy anymore, because when you buy Mortal Kombat Collection, it doesn't have that version. It only has Ultimate, because that's how it's meant to be played. That was actually the final product and updated, just like Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and it goes on to the next updates. And there was one way to play this game on next gen consoles. Okay, was playing the Midway arcade treasures. You can play it on the the PlayStation Vita. You can also play with the PSP, because they have the treasures on that. And I remember the controls. Okay, here's another thing. When Mortal Kombat 1 came out on the arcades, the controls was kind of very stiff. It was just like the Super Nintendo one had a stiff and delayed. But when you played Mortal Kombat 1 on the Sega Genesis, that was the fun way to play the game. Yes, the characters are a little more smaller, but it is amazing. It actually is fast. And now Mortal Kombat decided to move on 3D rendered graphics. They were trying to defeat N64's style of graphics when Mortal Kombat 4 came out. And that's another one too, Mortal Kombat 4. They were rushing out products. That was what's wrong about Midway. They were rushing out their product before even its final. New Cybot was in my beta version of. Yes, I have Mortal Kombat Gold on the PlayStation 1. Yes, it was an exclusive Dreamcast game. But people have been arguing with me that I made a fake video. No, I have that. I have a beta ISO image, and if you click on the link, I have it right there. Yeah, this is my rant about Mortal Kombat 3 and other things about what I gotta talk about. Like when Mortal Kombat Trilogy came out, the only new guy you're actually gonna expect to see new is Johnny Cage, because he's actually the newest sprite of Trilogy. The problem about Johnny Cage is that you're not able to play him doing the split punch. He doesn't do the famous split and punching the balls, because when you play Mortal Kombat 3, there was nobody getting punched in the balls, so they were not able to reuse any sprites on that. That's why they had to cut that move off. So they have to give him a new red shadow kick instead of that green or the version that he's popular for. And then the next part about Mortal Kombat 3 is that they took off all the elements of what a sequel you expect. One, they removed ninjas. They put robot ninjas. There's no masked characters. And the next, because Sub-Zero's actually unmasked now with a scar in his eye. The next part about it, there's nothing new. I mean, the best kept secret is Striker. I actually enjoy using Striker, but I just don't like his present, because with a backwards cap for a riot officer, no. And out of the box, you get a 4-armed character to play as Shiva, and a 4-armed woman, and what else? I mean, there was nothing new. I mean, there was nothing new about Mortal Kombat 3. Why? When you play Mortal Kombat 2, the main bad guy is Shao Kahn. Shao Kahn again. Kintaro is more devastating than Motaro. Motaro is just a centaur, you know, half man, half horse. Unlike Kintaro is a four-armed, bigger version of Goro, while you're just fighting a guy who's not, you know, you can't use your special moves against you. You know, you can't throw projectiles on him. But yeah, this is just my rant. I gotta say, I gotta spread the word that Mortal Kombat 3 was the worst game out of the sequels of Mortal Kombat. It was not a fun game. It was not a final product. Even when Mortal Kombat 4 came out, they never had a final product. The next part is when Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance and all those Armageddon. Those were actually great titles. Straight to home games, not arcade. And when Mortal Kombat X came out, that is actually a great game. I enjoyed it. I'm playing it. I have it right here. But Mortal Kombat X, when it came out on the PC, what the hell is wrong with you guys? WB Games, I blame you guys for that, okay? Same thing what you did to Batman Arkham Knights. I thank you guys for watching.